Hi everybody, I'm Pamela from Pamela's Postings. Welcome to my sewing room, Thistlefire. Thusly, we have Thistlefire quilts and studios. I wanted to welcome you to the final clue of my mystery quilt, Dazzle Burst. I'm so excited to be able to share with you today as to what it is that we're going to be doing. We've been working so hard for the last several weeks, and we're finally going to be able to see what all of our sewing is going to become as far as how it's going to look for a top. So last week, if you remember, we made a whole bunch of these. This is actually a quilt block called Fox and Geese, and we made a whole bunch of these. We had 42 of them, if I remember correctly. Or if you were doing a different size, you could have a different amount, but we had a whole bunch of these all set up. We didn't have any leftover blocks that needed attention. They all went into making these. And what we're going to do is we're going to pair them off. So we're going to take half of the stack and we're going to make them left sides, and we're going to take half of the stack and we're going to make them right sides. And in order to line them up correctly for sewing, they need to go like this. So you're mirror imaging them. You're basically taking the blue triangles and matching them, and you're taking the light blue squares and you're matching them. And you're going to be putting them right sides together. And you're going to start to sew. You want to make sure that your seams are nesting and everything, and that your points are connecting the way that they're supposed to. And if, like I said, if you, right from the beginning, if you know anything about, the basics of quilting, then this stuff is all kind of familiar to you already. It's just that you're taking your skills and you're actually just making this project with me. So I matched kind of like these center points here, and I matched these center points here, so I know where it is that they lined up. If you have trimmed these to size, then you won't have any problem. These should be 8.5 inches square. So you would be matching all the points that need to be matched, and you would sew right down from here all the way down to here. And when you do that, you will have something that looks like this. And you're going to take all of your blocks, your Fox and Geese blocks, and you're going to sew them together this way. So once you do this, this is where the magic starts to happen. You're going to actually start really seeing the burst as this next step. When you start taking your halves, you're going to take your halves and you're going to mirror image the halves together, so that now you have 4 blocks together, and they're going to look like this. So now you can see how it's turned into, basically, you have a star, a light star inside of a dark star. And that's bursting. That's what I like to call the burst blocks. And these are going to be what you're going to make. You're going to make 9 of these all together. Out of all of the pairs that you're going to make, you're going to be able to construct 9 full blocks of the burst blocks. Then you're going to have 3 left over. So what do you do with these 3 that are going to be left over? You're just going to sew them together end to end so that they're 6 wide. Right now it's 2 wide. You're going to make them 6 wide. And that's going to be basically the bottom row of your quilt. So go ahead and do all of that, and I'm just going to pause this and put it together so that you can see what the final look of the 9 squares, the burst squares, and the bottom row will look like once it's laid out. And you'll get to see what the top looks like. That's the final reveal. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the look. I took all of my blocks and I laid them out, and this is the look of the top. I'm trying to get it all in the screen, but it's hard to because... But anyways, you'll see that you have all of the... There's 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dazzle blocks, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's your 3 sets of half of the dazzle blocks that are on the bottom, and this is what your final quilt is going to look like. So I really hope that you like it. Thank you so much for joining me with Dazzle Burst. I hope that you enjoy it. If you want more written instructions, you can go to pamelaspostings.blogspot.com, and you can click on the mystery tabs on the top of the page, and you can find all of the clues for the entire project right there for you, so that you can do it anytime that you're ready. And thank you so much for joining me in my mystery, and I hope that you can share your progress with me and show me what kind of colors you used. You can give me a link to your page, or you can share it on Pamela's postings on Facebook. Thank you. Bye.